She said authorities need to conduct more education work on the disease to raise public awareness. Mimosa Nagi, TVB News.
Program aims to enhance the younger generation's understanding and appreciation of the Chinese gold artistry. It is also expected to benefit at least 50,000 individuals over the next 5 years. Samantha Lee, TVB News.
Residents may have to wait until December to meet Anan and科and more than half a year for the baby panda twins. But they can momentarily satisfy their love of pandas by getting these merchandise featuring images of giant panda Ying Ying and her babies. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The value of Hong Kong's total retail sales plunged 10% year-on-year in August. The figure has been declining for the 6th straight month, having fared worse than market expectations. The Housing Authority is starting to accept applications for the latest batch of subsidized flats under the Home Ownership Scheme 2024 today. Flats are priced at 70% of market value. Celine Chan reports. Ocean Park staff who are currently taking care of the two giant pandas Anan and科shared their latest condition. The pair are currently undergoing quarantine at their new home in the theme park. The park said the national treasures are in stable condition after arriving in the city for a week and are adjusting to their new lives. Timothy Lee tells us more.
Residents may have to wait until December to meet Anan and科and more than half a year for the baby panda twins. But they can momentarily satisfy their love of pandas by getting these merchandise featuring images of giant panda Ying Ying and her babies. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
A former Singapore cabinet minister has been sentenced to a year in prison for receiving illegal gifts. The European Union is set to vote on imposing heavy tariffs on China-made electric vehicles tomorrow. It is reported that France, Greece, Italy, and Poland are planning to vote in favor, which should be enough to push through the plan. Danny Zhou reports. And still ahead. Welcome back. The Housing Department has started a new round of mandatory declaration for about 140,000 public housing tenants. For the 120,000 elderly-only households involved, they just need to declare if they are still living continuously in the flat without needing to declare if they own assets or properties. Samantha Lee reports. Overseas, at least 6 people were killed and 11 wounded in an Israeli airstrike on an apartment building in Beirut overnight. This as governments around the world scramble to evacuate their citizens from Lebanon. Tracy Furness reports. The United Nations Secretary General has condemned Iran's strikes on Israel after Israel banned Antonio Guterres from entering their country following his initial response. David Garrett reports. Typhoon Kraton is battering Taiwan as it made landfall in the southern port city of Kaohsiung today. At least 2 people died and hundreds were injured. Danny Zhou has the story. The Hong Kong Palace Museum has teamed up with a local jewelry company to launch a 5-year Chinese gold craftsmanship heritage education program to foster awareness of Chinese gold artistry amongst young people. A private exhibition was held today. Samantha Lee tells us more.
Program aims to enhance the younger generation's understanding and appreciation of the Chinese gold artistry. It is also expected to benefit at least 50,000 individuals over the next 5 years. Samantha Lee, TVB News.
Over to sports, Zhang Shuai was comfortably beaten by Paula Badosa as the wild cards run at the China Open ended at the last 8 stage. A surprise in the UEFA Champions League as Aston Villa defeated German giants Bayern Munich. Lionel Messi scored twice as Inter Miami won the Supporters' Shield as the team with the best regular season record in MLS. It was Messi's 46th major trophy for club or country. Messi's 2 goals came at the end of the first half as his team beat Columbus Crew 3-2. His first showed typically brilliant control of the football and a tidy finish. Jordi Alba with the through ball, but Messi still had a lot to do, taking the ball in his stride and prodding it home with that magic left foot. There was more brilliance to come. This time, a sweetly struck free kick that went around the wall and found the corner. Messi has 17 goals in 17 matches this season. And that's the news. Thank you for watching.